Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to this presentation on how to spot the trend, tools for savvy investors. So please read the disclaimer to yourselves before we get started. This is very important. And this is my book, The Trader's Pendulum. This is me presenting about my book. And in The Trader's Pendulum, we talk about 3 different pendulums that I'm going to touch on today. The market pendulum, the emotional pendulum, and the financial pendulum. The market pendulum is what we're going to focus on today, but you will see that the emotions and the financial pendulum are also affected by the market pendulum, and I'll explain that. So the market pendulum is the markets moving up and down, basically trending and correcting, trending and correcting. I come from an Elliott wave background, so I look at the market cycles, and I want to really, really drum into you important things about the market cycles that can help you in setting up your trades. And the emotional pendulum is how we feel at different points in the market cycle. And you'll be able to understand that too, which feeds into whether you're making money or losing money and how you deal with your emotions. So this is the market map. Okay, this is the market map that we're going to be focused on today, showing the market cycles. Trading is challenging due to market uncertainty. And I think we can all agree with that trading the market swings can create an emotional roller coaster. I started my trading days in New York on Wall Street with JP Morgan in the early 80s trading Forex. And let me tell you that trading back then when Forex was in its infancy, was a roller coaster ride. My emotions were up and down all the time. And I've certainly managed to temper those emotions over time. But I'm fully aware that when market volatility picks up, I have to watch my emotions. So understanding the market cycles and timing is crucial for success. That's in my opinion. This is really how I developed in my trading over the years. I started out looking at market cycles because we hired a technician off of the floor of the Chicago Board of Trade, and he introduced Elliott wave analysis to us traders on the desk, and I've never looked back since. And in fact, we created a beautiful trading system around the Elliott wave called the Wavy Tunnel Pro, where I talk about counting the waves without really counting the waves. So you don't have to be a consummate wave counter if you've heard that word Elliott and you just you cringe. So we're not going to do that today, but I am going to show you how you can read the market cycles without counting the waves through a structured roadmap and simple timing tools. Okay, and this is the roadmap. Now let's talk about that a little bit. When the market starts to move up in a trend, and then we get to the top of the market, at this point, traders get very greedy and they're optimistic and they're exuberant, and they might even load up on their positions or think, okay, that's it, I have it made, we're just going to continue to go up. Well, that never happens. And as soon as the market turns around, we call that the end of the trend, and starts to break down, this is the type of reaction you can expect. An ABC move down for a fairly simple correction. And then at this point, we become fearful as traders. We're panicked, we're discouraged. We're saying, I'm throwing in the towel here, I'm bailing, I'm getting out. I have to just leave the markets for a while, for a few days until they settle down, and then come look again. How many of you have experienced that? And it doesn't matter whether you're a day trader or you're a swing trader or you're a position trader. I'd like to see if anybody here has experienced that. We had this price action this week, which I'm going to show you. So the problems that traders face, did I just skip a slide? Yeah, okay. Common issues for traders and their consequences, these issues, volatility in the markets. What's the consequence? Trading impulsively, leading to an emotional roller coaster ride. Number 2, timing market entries and exits. What's the consequence? Chasing the market or exiting too soon, missing out on potential gains. These are all things that as traders we've experienced. We can't avoid them. And number 3, achieving consistent profits. I'm also a coach, and I'm telling you, every single person that I coach, just all they want is consistent profits. So because the consequence of one bad trade can negate a week's worth of profits. I mean, I've done that, and I'm sure all of you have done that too. If you haven't done that, well, kudos to you. But achieving consistent profits is also a lot about tempering the emotions. It's really, and having a plan, a trade plan, and following the trade plan, having specific setups that you look for. The 4th issue, lack of boundaries and rules. What's the consequence? Feeling lost and unstructured, resulting in winging it. Now, it's okay to wing it in the markets, but most of us don't have that intuition to just wing it in the markets. That takes an awful lot of experience to be able to do that. But it is important to be structured in trading, to see your setup and to be able to act on your setup. Now, when you see the setup, that's one thing, but taking action is the other piece to that. Taking action. How many of you see your setups time and time again and you don't take action? Like, that's also something that you might be doing. 5th issue, easily influenced. What's the consequence? Lack of independent thinking, following the herd mentality. Yeah, how many times have you followed someone and you really had your own idea about the market and you were right and they weren't and you followed them anyway? We want to develop independent thinking because we have to learn how to trust ourselves as traders. And finally, no clear goals. Consequence, lack of direction and measurable success in trading. We need direction. We need goals, whether it's a profit-making goal on a week-to-week basis, whether it's that we're going to follow our system consistently. We need to set goals. So what's the summary of all of these 2 slides? A need for a structured approach, effective tools, and accountability, because without accountability, where are we? We're just accountable to ourselves, and sometimes that's no good. So I'm going to introduce the wavy tunnel solution, introducing our roadmap and simple timing tools. I'm going to show you the roadmap, and I'll tell you what the moving averages are so that you can put it on your charts yourselves. What if you had a system that explained how to understand and trade the market cycles using the market roadmap, that identified where to place trades for optimal entries and exits? And then what if you had simple tools to trade the roadmap effectively, to scan for trades and follow a trade plan to effectively trade the setups? This is what we teach in our program, which I'll talk about at the end. What if you had accountability to do what you say you are going to do? And again, this is key. And also a trading community to bounce ideas off of because you're like-minded. Now let's start with the market roadmap again, which can be an emotional pendulum. We already talked about that. Warren Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy, be greedy when others are fearful. So up here, he's saying, take the contrarian view. Down here, he's saying, take the contrarian view. Now, we've got to train the brain in order to do this. We've really got to train the brain. So if that means trading on demo or paper trading, when you see these setups and just going for it on a paper trading account, just to tell the brain, okay, I can't get too emotional up here and buy. I can't get too emotional down here and sell. I need to change the brain and think taking profits up here and think buying down here. Now, this is in an uptrend, obviously. It would be the same for a downtrend. You might be trading Forex, you might be trading commodities. This is just for the uptrend. So what do? We take profits up here and we buy down here. That's what we do. And in Elliott wave analysis, when we have an impulsive move up, like a trend move up for wave 1, wave 3, and wave 5, we always have a correction afterwards. And as long as we're staying within these channel lines, the correction is a place to buy. The correction is a place to buy until we get to the end here. And I'm going to show you how to find that. So here's an example. This is NQ NASDAQ futures showing the market roadmap. So we have the wave and the tunnel. And look at how the wave separates from the tunnel. The wave is the 34 EMA on the high, low, and close, by the way. This green line is the 12 EMA. It's called the filter. And this is called the tunnel. It's the 144 and 169 EMAs. So you can put these on your charts and see the market map that we're going to be studying today together. You will not have these indicators. That's part of our program, but I'm going to show you how you can get these indicators. But in the meantime, let's master this market map, okay, the roadmap. So do you see how the left looks exactly like the right? We have the ABC, the correction. Well, our correction takes place from the purple down to the gray and below the tunnel. That's what it takes. That's what this correction does. It's telling us that we are likely at this point going down below the tunnel. So what are the key benefits with the wavy tunnel solution? And don't worry, I'm going to show you lots of examples. You will get an opportunity to master the market cycles and anticipate market direction with confidence. Market direction is what we need. Like if you're a day trader, let's say, and you're a day trader and you come in before the market open, you want to know what the market direction is, because it's not so easy to go short and go long. Like let's just say you're trading futures or something, or even you're day trading stocks. You need to pick a direction. Keep it simple for yourself. Pick a direction for your trade. And I know some traders buy, they sell, they buy, they sell. I mean, you have to be really good to do that. I tend to look for one side. That's me. And number two, another key benefits, achieve better timing for trades, improve your trade entries and profit targets. This can really make the difference between having a winning trade and not having a winning trade, improving your trade entries. Because you want to be able to have a trade entry where you recognize your stop loss, but it's not so far away from the market. If it is so far away from very far away from where you're entering, then you do have to take a smaller position. That's called money management. So we all know that. Engage in rules-based trading. So enhance consistency through structured trading. You might have a really good setup that you like. And if you see it often, like every day, or if you're swing trading a couple times a week, that's great. Stick to your rules. You have the setup, you've defined your setup, stick to it. That's structured trading. That's setting boundaries for yourself. And if it gets boring, boring is good. Okay, boring is really, really good. And finally, develop independent thinking with clear trading goals. And this reduces stress and uncertainty in trading. Now, I could go through all of these in detail and really, but I want to get to the meat. So summary, by following the wavy tunnel solution, traders can navigate market challenges with confidence. That's really what traders want. They want confidence in pulling the trigger, confidence in seeing the setup, confidence in taking profits, confidence in setting stop losses. It's all about confidence, but I'm speaking to myself. Okay, it might not be about confidence for you. So what I'm teaching you today is really, for me, Jody Samuels, what I've learned over the last, oh my gosh, such a long time already. I don't even want to say the number of years. Okay, I'll say it, 45 years. Market roadmap mastery using simple timing tools. So we're going to learn how to read and interpret the market roadmap with several examples using the Wavy Tunnel Pro Indicator Suite. Those are our simple timing tools. We are going to anticipate market direction. We're going to discuss that. To leverage the market roadmap to foresee market movements. I've already shown you the market roadmap, but we're going to look at specific examples. We're going to understand market turning points. Remember, the turning points are key. That's where our emotions get heated up, and we need to train the brain to think the opposite, to be a contrarian, like Warren Buffett says. So grasp the implications of key market reversals. So let's do a case study. We're going to show real world SPY ETF examples on multiple time frames using the market roadmap in action, showing it in action using our simple timing tools. The first example for our practical application is showing you the SPY on a weekly time frame. So the scenario is long-term investment strategy. The analysis is utilizing the roadmap to understand the broader market cycles and long-term trends. This is the weekly chart where we had the setup in October of 2022. This is where we had the wave separating from the tunnel. And at its widest point, this is the top of the market. This is the market roadmap. You can see this. At this point, what are market participants? They're invincible. They're thinking we're going to continue to move higher. Well, 2022 was probably the worst trading year of any of the funds, any of the, any position takers, probably worse, because this is what happened. But this market map showed us that once we broke down through this wave, we are likely going down to the tunnel. Now, our indicators show you, we saw the purple and then we saw the gray. This gray signals the end of this correction, this ABC correction. That's what this gray signals, and we have a number of things that factor into here which shows us that this could be a major turning point, and it was, as you can see. So in October of 2022, on our scanners, so many stocks set up for screaming buys on the weekly time frame. But we don't get that opportunity all the time. That was a once in a decade, maybe not a whole decade, but it was really, a once in a whatever opportunity where everything lined up screaming buy, buy, buy. But at this point, the market is so beaten up, they can't even think about buying. That's where the emotions kick in, unless you had exited your positions and you're just waiting. It's not easy though, right? So let's go to the daily in October 2023. That would have been over here, but let's go down to the daily. So the scenario is identifying an uptrend and key turning points using the Wavy Tunnel Pro indicators to pinpoint entry and exit points. So this is what happened on the daily, the same exact setup. Now you can see this just by putting these moving averages on your charts without these indicators, although these indicators really, really help a lot. So this is daily, October 2023, same thing. This was purple, by the way. It only turned to gray once we took out the highs. And we had another move down right below the tunnel. And this is where our indicators said, buy me, enough is enough. And look at how beautiful this was. I mean, on the daily chart, we broke down through the wave and then we came down. Now, after a significant move down, we had a 3-move correction and then another move down. This is a complex correction in Elliott wave analysis. WXYXZ, this is how I label it. That's not important. You have the major, you have the major structure. You know that we're going down to below this tunnel. Even if you thought this was the low, you still made some money moving higher. Let's look at the 4-hour time frames. Scenario, medium-term trend analysis and trade setup. This is for swing trading, perhaps. Applying the market roadmap to capture midterm opportunities and managing trade. So we're going to look at 2 4-hour time frames because we had 2 setups. The first setup was in April on the 4-hour, and look, same setup, same setup. So just know if you put this on your, and you use it as a roadmap, and if we go below, you can draw your channel lines also. And if we break the channel and we be breaking down through the wave at the same time, then what are you looking for? You're looking for the tunnel, below the tunnel. And this was, again, a perfect setup. We had a beautiful trend and we had an ABC correction right into our buy zone. So if you can get the brain to think about that, and of course this was purple and then it turned to gray once we took out these highs. Now we're going to look at August because we just had a sell-off. This was our sell-off. Unbelievable. So this is where we got the purple arrow again, and we had the ABC correction, and our system said this is where we buy. This is what we call the breakout 4 trade because it's the wave 4 correction before the next leg up, before the next move up. I mean, look at how beautiful this was. This just happened on the 4-hour. Just same setup, same exact setup. Just gorgeous. So instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I'm losing so much money, I'm long, I'm not taking profit. Oh, look at my Amazon, look at my Nvidia, look at all the whatever. I'm just mentioning tech stocks, and I'm mentioning tech stocks because the SPY and the NQ, the SPY and the QQQs, or the NQ and the ES, they sold off more than the other indices did, and they went right into our pocket of buying. So instead of thinking, oh, I'm getting out of my positions, this is where you need to be training the brain to saying, okay, maybe this is the bottom. We can maybe enter at this point. Now let's look at a 1-hour. So SPY ETF on a 1-hour time frame. Scenario, short-term trend analysis and trade setup. Analysis, applying the market roadmap for swing trading opportunities. Well, we didn't get the gray arrow here, but we did go below the tunnel. This was the 1-hour in July. We had a nice setup here. I'm not talking about at this point, okay, so how do you enter? Where do you take your profits? Where do you set your stop loss? Well, you would set your stop loss, below the lows. And there's a lot to discuss, obviously, about how to enter, and that would be discussed in our program. But I just want you to train yourselves to understand this market map because I'm so passionate about the market cycles, and it's really, really, once you understand this, okay, I should speak to myself. Once I understood this, and once I see the Wavy Tunnel Pro set up on my charts, which I cannot trade without, I see where we are in the market cycle. I see when we're in a trend move. I see when we're in a correction. I see when we have a major correction, and this would be the major correction. And I see when I should be buying and when I should be selling. Do I always do that? No. But I see it, and for the most part, I follow my rules. For the most part, sometimes I'm just not. If I'm away, I'm missing things, but that's okay. Now let's look at day trading. Before I do, I just want to say one other thing that you can put on your charts. You can put on the awesome oscillator. This is a great little indicator because it shows divergence. So when the market has moved up and the awesome oscillator makes a lower low, it means that the market is running out of steam. So that, in conjunction with breaking down below the wave and looking for your target at the tunnel, that's a great little tool to use as well. So day trading. 10-minute time frame on the SPY. Scenario, intraday trend analysis and trade setup analysis, applying the market roadmap for intraday trading opportunities. And I'm also going to show you, afterwards different platforms. So we're going to go into NinjaTrader and we're going to look at the futures markets on NinjaTrader. We're going to look quickly at MT4 and TradeStation and MotiveWave as well. And these charts, by the way, these are wealth charts. So we have our indicators on wealth charts as well. So day trading, this is a 10-minute chart. Same thing. We have the purple, and then we come down for the gray. And here as well, we had 2 trades here. And it just, once you understand how the market cycles work, we broke down through the wave and what's our target, the tunnel, and then we get the gray arrow. So for me, it's just beautiful, just beautiful. Summary, market roadmap in action using simple timing tools. So I hope that you got a good idea of how to use these moving averages to see the market cycles. I really, really want you to try this out in conjunction with what you're using. Maybe you're using other indicators. Maybe you're just using price action. That's fine. By mastering the market roadmap using simple timing tools and applying it across different time frames, traders can enhance their ability to predict market movements and make informed trading decisions. This structure provides a comprehensive view of the benefits of using simple timing tools for trading the SPY ETF across various time frames, from intraday to long-term strategies. So let's move on now. Now we're going to discuss the scanner tool. With the scanner tool, we can scan for these market roadmap trades using the Wavy Tunnel Pro Elite Scanner tool. So we can scan for these breakout 4 trades. There are other trades that we can scan for, but we're focusing on the deep correction because we just had one over the last week. And you see how quickly we bounced off on all the stocks that set up on oh my gosh, we had the same setup on so many different stocks and we bounced right off at that gray arrow. Identify trend and end of trend trades. Recognize the market roadmap turning points with trend line breaks also. Master trade entry and exit strategies. So on our indicator, we have trend line breaks as well at market tops and bottoms. We have 6 Wavy Tunnel Pro setups and high probability occurrences also based on trading the markets for a very long time. So we're going to do a case study showing the Elite Scanner in action on the platforms with demonstrations on MT4, TradeStation, NinjaTrader, and MotiveWave. So let me just tell you what some of the setups are so you can understand the actual Wavy Tunnel Pro trades. You have the market roadmap, okay, on your charts. You have these moving averages. So the PW, price to wave, fill the gap, that's up here. That's the trade that we just discussed. Price goes into the wave, then it has a retracement for the B, and then we have the fill the gap. The fill the gap, we're using it, filling the gap between the wave and the tunnel. Okay, so this is the trade that we just talked about leading into the breakout 4 trade. Once this PW fill the gap pans out, then we have this breakout 4 trade. The breakout 1 and the Royal Cross, that's another trade. I'm not going to get into that, but that's really a very special trade. And the breakout 3 trade are bounces off the wave in the uptrend, bounces off the wave. And it includes automatic trend line breaks. So what are the advantages? You can efficiently monitor many pairs with setup alerts. You can quickly assess your charts and make trades that meet your risk criteria. So this is what our scanner looks like on Forex on the MT4 platform. And we're going to just focus, we're going to look at the Euro Aussie. I just want to show you, this is the H4, and we had a low number here, 8. So that's under breakout 1. So breakout 1, that's the end of the trend. I'm going to show you. it's not the breakout one, it's the end of the move. You can set it up for this, so it's the end of the move, and that would be right over here. So we get the purple arrow. 8 candles ago, we got the purple arrow. Down here, we have our multi-time frame indicator. This is the H4, so the one higher row is the daily, the one lower row is the H1. That means that we got purple arrows on all 3 time frames setting up, okay, on all 3 time frames. So this would be the PW trade. The PW trade. When you see this, the PW trade, and also for some of you that do price action, this actually moved right into the well, okay, for price action, fair value gap right in here. So it moved into the wave, slightly above the wave, and it also, if you need to look at, price action, it moved right into here, previous support, right into here. And this is where the trade happened. So what we say is, okay, it moves up into here. Look for a pullback to buy as long as we don't take out this low. So that would be leading to the fill the gap trade. So yeah, it moved up and it came down again. We never took out this low, and then it took off. So this was initiated by the scanner, this trade right here. You can set up whatever you want. You can set up your symbols. You can show the breakout 1, yes or no, show the breakout 4, yes or no, show the trend line breaks, yes or no. You can set alerts for all of these trades. Whatever you want to do, you can set it up right on the indicator on MT4. Now, if you are in the US, you will only get Forex, but if you're outside of the US, you might even be able to get stocks and commodities and cryptos. I'm in Canada, I can get CFDs on the indexes and commodities as well as Forex, and I don't have stocks. So you select the time frames. For day traders, you might look at the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute. What I like to do is I like to look at the higher time frame to get my market direction, to determine my market direction. The smaller time frames will move up and down within the market direction. So you have to understand how to work with the higher and the lower time frames. For swing trading, I use the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily. I use the daily for my market direction and the 4 hour as well. And I take my trades on the 1 hour. For position takers, you might take your trades on the 4 hour and have a look at the weekly and the daily. And you can you can set up your scanner for whatever time frames you want, and then define your trade plan and go. Okay. Let's look at TradeStation. I use TradeStation to analyze the S&P stocks. So the Wavy Tunnel Pro setups on the TradeStation scanner include the breakout 3, the breakout 4 with automatic trendline breaks. Again, I'm going to show you the end of this move here. And just as we showed at the beginning, the weekly shows up once, which the last time it showed up was in October 2022 for the broad market. So it really depends when you're yeah, it depends how you're trading. You're going to find the breakout 4 setups much more often on the smaller time frames, like we have seen. So what are the advantages of using a scanner? You can efficiently monitor many instruments. You can quickly assess charts on 3 time frames. That's what I do. I look at 3 time frames, like I told you, and make trades that meet your risk criteria. So this is what the TradeStation scanner looks like. Now these I'm just going to show you these as examples, but I did run the scanner yesterday. That's not this page. I'll show you shortly, and you can take a screenshot if you'd like. So we're just going to look at these 2 trades because the ready happened 8 candles ago for CTVA, and the signal happened 1 candle ago. And I just want to show you these 2 stocks. So CTVA we have the weekly on the left, the daily in the middle, and the 60-minute on the right. I put the 60-minute instead of the 4-hour. So the daily in the middle, this is the gray dot. It doesn't show up with the gray arrow. It shows up with the gray dot. This popped up on the scanner, and then this green arrow automatically prints, and your profit targets are automatically they automatically print, and you can change these. This is just a Fibonacci retracement from this high to this low. Okay, so you can make them more conservative if you like, or you can put whatever you want there. So what I like to say is, let's wait for a pullback to enter. So we go down to so let's just, so on this slide, we got the pullback, we had the gray, we had the red. If you miss this, you can wait for the pullback, because when we have a gray and we have a red and we don't take out the low, this could be a great opportunity. I mean, yes, could we make a new low? Yes, but nothing in trading is for sure. I'm not saying that this is going to work 100% all the time. Okay, sometimes we do make a new low. So you wait for the pullback to enter, and then off we go. And you can see how just here we hit 2 out of the 3 profit targets. Here's the next example, Caterpillar, cat. So we had the gray, we had the green arrow. The signal is when we go above the 12 EMA. That's how we work it, by the way. We have our profit targets, and we wait for the pullback. We get the pullback, and then off we go. But these trades need to be planned out, and you can take them using options as well. So you might want to take a screenshot of these. These are all of the trades that set up that are ready after the market sell-off. We had a bunch of them that set up after the market sell-off. So you can take a screenshot of this. We're not going to go through these examples, but I just wanted to print this out. Okay, and I have to hurry up now. Okay, NinjaTrader. We have a NinjaTrader scanner. The scanner showed us these market tops. Now at the bottom, the NQ had the purple arrow at the top before the other indices. And these are the 60-minute charts. So the NQ had already come down when the other 2 indices, the YM and the RTY, are just getting started. And look at how we came down and we got the gray arrow, the NQ daily. We got the gray arrow. This I took this morning. And then up we go. We got the gray arrow on the ES, and then up we go. So these showed up on the scanner as breakout 4 buys. We got the gray arrow on RTY, and then up we go. We didn't get the gray arrow, but we came down below the tunnel on YM, and up we go. So all of these are following the market roadmap. Motive wave, same thing. Gray arrow, gray arrow, gray arrow. I'm hurrying up because I'm a little late. So this is where we are. I taught you a lot about how to read the market map, and that was my goal for today, so that you can go back and put these moving averages on your charts and get started. We have a lot of great testimonials here. I'm just going to read one. Jody Samuel's Wavy Tunnel Pro, based on Elliott Wave theory, helped me tremendously in recognizing fractal patterns regardless of asset types such as stocks, indices, commodities, forex, and futures. Since taking her program, I've been more conscientious in preserving my liquidity, slowly growing and rebuilding my account, and I have gained tremendous confidence in placing my trades. What sets her strategy apart from other trading schools is the depth and breadth of her experience in the culmination and creation of the Wavy Tunnel Pro tools. Okay, let's move on. So what I'm offering you today in the next 2 minutes, I'm offering you the Wavy Tunnel Pro Elite Tool Scanner and Indicator Suite, exclusive access to our market roadmap and timing tools, understand how the markets trade in cycles, use our proprietary combination of cycle high and low indicators with momentum indicators to warn of market tops and bottoms, works with stocks, futures, ETFs, Forex, and cryptocurrencies, works for day, swing, and position trading, find precise entry points for option strategies, embrace this suite of professional tools to trade like a pro. This is 40 years in the making, by the way. This is my whole life, experience in this. My trading experience. The offer, Wavy Tunnel Pro Elite Tool Scanner and Indicator Suite. So you're going to get that on the platform. You're going to get Elite Tool Scanner training. You're going to get live trading sessions on the key Wavy Tunnel Pro trade plans and the trade plans themselves. You're going to get a dedicated Discord channel. You're going to get one-on-one coaching session with me so that we can go through what you're doing, and monthly office hours to discuss setups and answer questions. And for today only, fast action bonus, I'm going to give you 2 platforms for the price of 1. Okay, 2 platforms for the price of 1. So the first month trial is $49, exclusive deal for webinar attendees. Act now. And these are the indicators and scanners are on MT4, TradeStation, NinjaTrader, and MotiveWave, and the indicator suite is on Wealth Charts. And for those of you that want your second for free on TradingView, I can give you that on TradingView. Like that will be your freebie for your second platform. So it's $49 for the first month and then $597 for a 6-month subscription. But remember, you're getting 2 platforms. I've never done this before. And you go to wavytunnelpro.com/elite. That's where you can find this. It doesn't say that you get your second platform for free, but that's the fast action bonus that I will stick to. So if you just want the indicator suite, Wealth Charts, it's for a 1-year subscription, just for the indicator suite, no scanner. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, please email me at jody@fxtradersedge.com or support@fxtradersedge.com. I look forward to trading the market cycles with all of you. Thank you so much.